I was doing a play once, and I had a Russian director who could not speak English very well.
This is already a good story.
Yeah. And at a party after, opening night or whatever, I was talking to a couple of other young actors and about West Side Story, which I had seen the night before on TV. And I'm like, oh, you haven't seen it? You should check it out. And I go through the entire opening dance. I don't dance the entire thing, but I'm like, it's so vibrant. He's like, this and this. And I'm like, just kind of doing all these movements and stuff like that. And the director is watching me, and he says, he's this very small man. He says, you're very good with movies. Have you studied movies? And I said, well, no. When I was in college, I wrote movie reviews, and but I guess going back to Star Wars, I've been a fan. It's like, no, the movies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, movies, and I'm like, oh, movement. I haven't studied movement, so that's my West Side Story.
Welcome to the basement, watching movements since 2012. Thank you for joining us for our first episode of this brand new show. Welcome to the Basement Unboxing.
I have no idea what's about to happen.
We're going to dip into our mailbag, find out what people sent us, and we're going to do some other fun stuff. But first, I want to talk about some of our donors, people who have donated money to support our show. People such as Aaron, Patrick, Cody, Lindsay, Abraham, Joe, who says, thank you so much for putting out such wonderful videos. David, Tristan, Elizabeth, Lee, Lawrence, Stephanie, Wyatt, and Allie, who say Happy New Year. Right back at ya. Brian, Kevin, Sierra, Maurizio, George, Frederick, love from Sweden, Dan, Robert, Grant, Yarko, Pekka, Grace, John, Brian, and Audrey, who say keep up the fine work, and it's also from their cats, Midna, Zelda, and Tatsu, who are big fans of Ernesto and Cecil.
Tatsu.
We'll get to the rest of our donors later in the show, but for now, let's open some stuff.
Oh, yes.
Got some cards here. Let's open them up. I need to get a letter opener.
I have a letter opener.
It was given to me by a celebrity.
Minor celebrity.
But
a very nice woman.
That's a hell of a thing to say. This is a Christmas card from the Catcher Sides. Very nice.
The Catcher Sides?
The Catcher Sides.
Emily of Dayton, Ohio sends us a wedding invitation. Turns out she is marrying Simeon, and they're getting married on January 9th. Oh. Looks like we can't make it. But they are registered at Target.
We've got a little gift here from Miss Uke, one of our monthly donors. You can check that out. And this is a letter.
We got a bunch of postcards from Iceland and Geneva, and so that's Switzerland, Manchester.
This is a very Swedish Christmas card from Tobias, who lives in Sweden.
Oh, that's appropriate.
God Jul.
God Jewel to you too. Have some pickled things on us.
We have some postcards. One here from our old pal Michael U.S. Bonds.
Oh, excellent.
And two here from our buddy Andrew. He has sent us so many postcards. We got a Hello Kitty postcard and a Sexy Lady postcard from Andrew.
Hey.
So it is time now for the Zatoichi report. I made a New Year's resolution to watch all of the Zatoichi movies in 2016. And I'm off to a pretty good start. I've watched 2 so far. Tale of Zatoichi Continues and New Tale of Zatoichi. And I have to say they're quite good. I dare say they might be better than the first one.
I have seen The Tale of Zatoichi Continues, which is a direct sequel to the first one.
So far, that one has the best ending of all 3.
Yeah.
If you want to find out what that ending is, check it out. 2 down, 23 to go. It's a daunting task, but I have a plan to accelerate things because I'm going into the cinema immersion tank. And I'm going to do 5 Zatoichi movies in 5 days.
Really?
Yes.
Any tricks, and I'll be massaging your back with a club.
Why do you bother with her, huh? She's a nothing but trouble.
What's so exciting about racing against the clock anyway? What's it prove?
Well, it's like a runner trying to improve his time. He trains his body to get the most out of it. I work on this baby the same way.
I think it might be able to go a mile in 4 minutes.
Huff and belch your smoke and kill and maim.
Is he communicating with the Balrog?
Yes. Rise up.
My father likes it here. This is where he wants to die.
Will he ever? He seems indestructible.
He does have an adamantium skeleton and a regenerative healing ability.
Why do you stay with a freak like that when you know what he is?
Don't you wish your father was a freak like me?
I do.
Let's find out who the rest of our donors were.
Danielle, Sarah, Corey, Jonathan, Jason, Patrick, Jeremy, Merlin, Joe, Emily, Cleopatra, Kyle, Lawrence, who says hello again from Canada. Hello again to you, Canada. Christine, Luke, Dan, Steve, and Sean. Sean, who says happy new season. It should be a happy new season.
It should be. Thanks to all of our donors. As always, you can go to welcometothebasementshow.com. You can do a single donation, or you can do monthly rolling donations. Got a comment here from viewer Aramis419. I've watched every episode this season. You guys make me laugh and make me think. To hell with the film class I took back in college. You guys gave me a much better education. I like to hear that.
I do too, though I will accept an assistant professorship in any local college.
Any accredited college.
Yeah.
Well, Craig, I have a special surprise for you, and I hope this will become a running thing here on Welcome to the Basement Unboxing. When I was 15 years old, I was lonely, confused, and sad. And so, inevitably, I heard the call of poetry. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I wrote poetry all through my 20s. I got to be about 30 and I started making films with Blame Society, and the writing sort of went by the wayside. You swap one artistic endeavor for another, it happens.
Yeah, that's how Renaissance men happen. They just give up on one and take up another.
A couple of years ago, I took a page out of Mr. Craig Johnson's book, and I started keeping a little journal of movies that I watched. I'd write down the titles, I'd write down my thoughts on them, plot synopses, things like that. And sometimes I would write poems inspired by them. I'm going to read one of those right now. Now, Craig, I'm opening my heart here. I don't want
Okay.
you to make fun of me.
All right.
This is called Spider's Web Castle, and it is inspired by a second viewing of Kurosawa's Throne of Blood. The horror of an evil deed. Washizu kills the messenger and watches him die like a cockroach, unable to look away despite his revulsion. He cries fool at his sword, sobbing and laughing, knowing that he is more fool and more brutal than the weapon. He has severed the strings of his own fate without the need of a keen blade or a treacherous wife. The evil spirit doesn't live in the spider's web forest, but in the sticky webs of his own brain. The trees sway in the smoke, moving toward the castle, a last joke. Finally, the arrows fall like rain, a web he can't break through, a web he's been spinning from the beginning.
I don't remember that scene at all.
Shut up, you.
When I saw Throne of Blood, I saw it by myself. It played on campus. And for some reason, while the movie was going, I convinced myself that I had AIDS. I was just watching it, and it's just like a little seed got in my head, and I'm like, what if I have AIDS? And it's like, I had like no symptoms. I don't even know if I had lost my virginity yet. But I was, I was insistent in my brain.
I got that airborne AIDS.
Yeah.
That was a very weird thought to
So
have
I should
while watching a samurai movie.
I should watch Throne of Blood again so I can focus on the movie.
Well, we have a couple more things to open. Let's get to it.
Yes! Mine is from Sarah and Orion. They call the wind Orion.
Paint Your Wagon, episode 5.
We have a Christmas card.
A very nice Christmas card here from Carrie. Inside, she includes some postcards.
Hey!
They look vintage.
Ooh.
And $40.
Whoa! Hey there!
All right. What does Carrie have to say? To have a comfy and cozy holiday. Well, thank you, sweetie. Right back at you.
Yes! Ho ho! I know it's actually February now, but you can always put a little ho ho in your yo-yo.
Don't want to know, no.
I just read that off one of these cards.
Ah.
Do you need this?
Where's the lunkhead when I need him? This is a record. Its shape gives it away, and it is Wheat Straw Sweet by the Dillards.
The Dillards?
Yeah.
Wait,
Was
what's
this
that?
Dillard and Clark?
I don't know. Ah.
This is from T.A. Epley. He likes to send records, and I like to get them.
TJ of Matthews, North Carolina. Oh, making it rain with postcards.
Holy
Look
cow.
at this. I'm going to wallpaper a room with this, if the wife allows it.
You got some money there, too.
What? Hello? Cinco Dolores. TJ has a question here. Do you have any movies in your lives that have been universally panned, but still managed to hold a special place in your heart? He has a special affinity for the 1997 Godzilla.
Oh, I just saw one of these the other night. I saw the movie Mordecai. Pretty universally reviled movie, but I thought it was okay. It was pretty funny. I expected it to be a lot dumber and cruder and like more gross out humor, but it didn't have that at all.
I think I was the only person who enjoyed the previews for that movie, and I was excited to see it, but it got so much bad press, and I wonder if it's one of those things that in a few years people will be like, you know what? We were going through a Johnny Depp backlash at the time. We weren't going to like anything that he did. And, maybe in a few years it'll be resuscitated.
I think in a few years it'll be pretty much forgotten.
All right. Well,
but it's not a terrible movie. It's an amusing trifle. What a bunch of cool stuff you guys sent us. We love getting it. Records and cards and such. Send those over to our post office box.
Yes.
And go to our website and check it out. Make a donation if you feel like it. We hope you enjoyed this show. And you can see another episode again in 2 weeks. You, of course, can see our regular show, Welcome to the Basement, in 1 week.
Got it?
Good. Good night.
Good night.